Hello, 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 and welcome to the channel. This is Mike, appliance. I'm an appliance repair technician who's been in the business since I was a little one, and I'm here to bring information to anybody who wants it on how to transition from residential appliance service to commercial. I'd like to welcome all the people that have come in to get today's show going. I got Mel, I got DL Mark. All right. And all right. So Mel has questions on industry news. Well, there's been quite a bit. It's been so much. I haven't had a chance to really save everything, but we'll jump into that. I'll get back into that. It's been a lot to do with the coffee shops and things. All right. Everybody wants to know what's going on. People are just now starting to address the Aldi stuff that I brought to you guys a while back. So a lot of people are munching on that. But just like what we've got on the screen here, let me get into this here. You got Ziggy's Coffee. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ziggy's or ever been to a Ziggy's. I don't know why, but everything now with the news has been like coffee related. So I have a Ziggy's here in Houston. It's actually in a suburb called Katy, Texas. But they're making big news saying Ziggy's is having 3 new locations. Where these locations are, I couldn't quite see. Oh, and let me quote the source. The source is let's see here. Today's Restaurant News. And this is from this month, from September 2023. Let's see if I can find the author of this. Let's see here if I can show you guys the link. Let me see if I can find the link. But this is just a little something about Ziggy's. In the chat, has anybody ever heard of Ziggy's Coffee? So Ziggy's Coffee. Oh, that's weird. I just now got the notification that my channel is on. So Ziggy's Coffee primarily uses Hoshizaki. So if you have no idea what Hoshizaki refrigeration looks like, all you need to do is swing by Chipotle. If you swing by Chipotle, you will see the upper tier of Hoshizaki refrigeration. So they have 2 or 3 classes of refrigeration. And what Ziggy's has chosen to go with is the entry level. And I get in trouble for saying entry level all the time, even though that's what the factories themselves call it, is entry level. So Ziggy's Coffee is opening up 3 new places. They're also switching up their drink lineup. So they're including energy drinks and all that to try to compete with Dutch Brothers. So that is like a big thing right now. Is Dutch Brothers is adding more location. Ziggy's Coffee is adding more locations. And then there's a third one, and I can't quite think of it right now. But they're all adding locations. So they're trying to say that currently Ziggy's has 75 locations nationwide, and they have 140 that they're going to add. So if you don't have one, that means you will have one. Now, with you guys over there in Seattle, that's going to be rough because you already have coffee shops everywhere, 2 on every corner. All right. Yes, I have an email from Manitowoc. You took the course and passed. Where do you send the results to get the certificate? You took the course. All right. Put in the chat. What do you mean? Manitowoc doesn't give you the, yes and no. Here's the thing. Did you go to the actual school? Did you go to the actual dealer and take the class there? That's the question. So let me give you, because I need to give you the email for your trainer. So Mark, what class did you take? What state? I know you took the Manitowoc class, but where? And then I'll give you the email address for that trainer. Oh, you took it online? Mm. All right, we'll do that. Let us do that. All right, and then I'll look up Ziggy's coffee. Then I'll look up Ziggy's. All right, so you always, let me do this so you can follow along with me. No matter what you do, you always go to the manufacturer's website. When you need parts, when you need anything, you always go to the manufacturer's website. Do. And then when you go there, you're going to go to contact, and it's going to be something like service. There it is. Let me give you the email. We don't want that one. We want the servicer email. You go to events, because it's going to be something like service at manitowocice.com, something like that. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to contact you anyway. My bad. They're going to contact you. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. They have a woman that's in charge of all the training stuff, and it isn't instant. It isn't instant. She's old. Manitowoc is split from the rest. Manitowoc used to be part of Well-Built, and now they've split. Manitowoc now has a separate owner. Let me search my personal email. Hold on 1 second, and then I'll give you that. All right. Let me give you that. So, oh, yeah. All right. All the emails have changed. The email I used to have was like service@wellbuilt.com, and that's not going to work for you anymore. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna figure this out. I'll get you this. I will get you this. It is, yeah, with some of these factors, you do have to do a little hunting, but the information is there. All right, let's see here. No, I don't want that. But it's gonna be something like service@manitowocice.com. Let's go to warranty. Let's see here. It should be here somewhere. It is here somewhere. The best thing to do is always go to sales. So let's see here. Maybe we have something on the training. And you took yours online. Hey, wait a minute. This is what we could do. This is what state are you in? Mark, what state are you in? And then we'll just pitch it to your trainer in that state. Problem solved. We'll just do that. All right, we will do that. So, Mark, have you worked on any Manitowoc? And that goes for you too, Mel. And Mel, I kept saying your name like the way I was doing it because one, I thought you were a man, and two, I thought you were an African male. So that's why I kept saying it that way. California? All right. That is going to be the British gentleman. Hold on 1 second. He's gonna get that for you. He will get that for you. I just so happen to have the chart up with all the training. Let's see here. California, that won't be hard at all to find. And I think he's up in Canada right now. As we speak, I think he's up in Canada doing classes. So I know you've done the online, but you're gonna actually need to go and do the in-person. And 1 second, I am just going through the list. Sorry that the screen is kind of stagnant. I'm looking at Ohio, I'm looking at Wisconsin, Kentucky, Colorado. And I know what his name is anyway, so it doesn't matter. Louisiana, Texas, Idaho. This is so strange. It never fails when you are looking for somebody, you can't find them. Texas, Florida, Alabama, Connecticut, Georgia, everything. Here's Canada. Let me see if I can find him because I know he's in Canada right now. Tell you what, I'm not going to take up too much more time with this. For whatever reason, I can't find anybody right now. You haven't touched one. Oh, no. Right. No, it's not odd that it make you took a test. You take the test, and then an actual human being is going to generate the certificate. It's not even numbered or anything. They're going to generate a certificate for you, and then they're going to email it to you. It's just going to take time. They went from a huge conglomerate with ovens and fryers, all steamers, all kind of stuff. They went from all of those things and having like one or two people handle this type of thing, and they shrunk it all the way down to only being Manitowoc. It used to be a huge, several billion-dollar corporation, and now it's shrunk down to just a $1 billion corporation. All right. Yeah, so they're going to email it to you. It just takes time. Sometimes it takes a week or a month, but the woman that's going to send it to you, she's eventually going to get around to it. She will get around to it. And give me a minute, and I will find that. I will find it. As a matter of fact, man, everything I got right now is showing up with just comments from you guys. Okay, I got it. I got one for you. Finally. All right, because it's kind of confusing the way they have everything. So now they're having Pentair is doing some of this stuff. It's not. So this is Jason McDonald. He is the technical service trainer, and his email is Jason McDonald at Pentair, which is the parent owner. How many of you guys know who or what Pentair is? Let me show you guys who bought. Let me show you who bought it. Let me show you who bought Manitowoc. So for all you that don't know, the guys that make the filters are the ones that make the money. As far as appliances go, the ones that make ice machines are the one that make money. But Pentair is the one that makes all the filters. And so they made enough money where they actually could buy the ice machine company. They really wanted to buy the whole conglomerate with the ovens and everything else. But the federal government wouldn't let them, so they just took the ice. They just took the ice. Let me show you what Pentair's. And they have offices all across the United States too. Pentair revenue. All right, so Pentair does about $4.1 billion a year. So they were quite easily able to buy Manitowoc. Okay. All right. So you're just now getting in touch with dealing with that stuff in Washington. Okay. You don't, Mel, you don't even need any of that when it comes to getting in and like there's all kind of stuff as far as cleaning. I shouldn't say cleaning. It's called descaling, like descaling commercial dishwashers, descaling ice machines. They don't really have any type of regulation on that type of thing. And it is something where you could charge easily $1,000 on descaling large ice machines, the ones that make over 1,000 pounds of ice. It is not a big deal for someone to charge them $1,000 to clean those. Now, when you're talking about the smaller ones, then the numbers can come down. But the larger ones, yeah. But they look at that no differently than cleaning the floors of a place. So there is no real regulation on that. So that's why it's kind of hard for you to deal with regulation, because there is no regulation. There is no regulation on appliances. They ask you, does it have a plug? You say, yeah, it has a plug. Then they say, we don't give a damn about it. Is it built into the building? You say, no. They don't give a damn about it. They only care about air conditioners. They don't care about appliances. All right. So, you heard about the health code violations, huh? It's not an angle. I just had someone, the health department just shut somebody down here the other day, and my buddy had to go ahead and get it all cleaned up so that they can open. So the dealing with the health department, if you're good enough, if you're good enough and get your information out there, they have to get someone. When the health department comes out, they have the ability to freeze that location's bank account. They have the ability to padlock that business with the use of the constables or sheriffs, whatever state legal authority, whatever state entity that carries guns, that is who they can use. Because you have the ability to poison people, these operations have to be deemed safe. So the health department, it's a full-time job. It's not like it's somebody who just, every now and then they go out. Every day they're going out because they have to make sure that the public is safe. You're not going out and worried about eating a hamburger at that famous hamburger chain and getting sick. The reason why you're not worried about that isn't because of the famous hamburger chain's code of ethics and whatnot. No, it's because of the health department. It's because of the health department. Oh, sure, no problem, man. The health department is in every town, every location in the continental United States and in Alaska and in Hawaii, because you guys are watching me from Hawaii. They have to operate. They have to check it out. And it doesn't matter. And people get upset all the time. And I have to tell them, I say, hey, look, ice you consume ice. So ice machines are the only machines that make something that people consume. And so if you have someone with an autoimmune deficiency or anything like that, and they eat a piece of moldy ice, they eat something with bugs in it, because there are roaches that crawl up into these things because it is cold, it is wet, so they have food, they can just breathe like crazy in an ice machine. And then so you have an allergy to roaches, and you eat ice that has roaches in it or roach droppings in it, you get violently ill. And so people that have autoimmune deficiencies, they can't fight off the bacteria that they consume when they have ice from any location that is infested. So the health department does it. A gentleman had just told me not that long ago, and this had nothing to do with you guys. I wish I could have recorded him, but he was talking about how there was a huge lawsuit. Let me see if I can look it up. He said there was a huge lawsuit with a burger chain, a large burger chain. It's not the one you guys are thinking of. It's a large burger chain. And about 3 people had got sick from the ice machines, and they got sued big time, and they lost. And so now they have a full-time guy that cleans their ice machines. And I had always wondered about that. Sued and lost over dirty ice. And so I get all kind of places like the latest. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hey, I did not type this in, Mel. I did not type this in. I just typed in burger chain. I literally typed in. If you can look at this, I said burger chain got sued. But this came up with Washington. I didn't choose this. I didn't choose this at all. So this Washington woman sues a Tacoma burger shop. Sues this over listeria, and you get that from water. That's a water bacteria. And see, they got it from the milkshakes. So, and you can make milkshakes 2 different ways. You can actually do it with the blender and ice, or you can do it in a actual milkshake machine, like you guys see me work on the Stoltings. I got about 3 Stoltings to work on this week. Okay, so yeah, this was from the milkshake machine. And that's another thing, Mel, the milkshake machine. That's another one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you this. Not you specifically, but I'm going to let you guys see this. I'm going to send this on up and add it to the stream so you guys can see it. There's not much commentary. All right, I added one. Matter of fact, let me just add all of these freaking videos. So there's no, and to come back to it, Mel, there's no law, there's no regulation on this kind of stuff. All right. Okay, they're up. You heard about it, really? Oh, I'm just looking at the thing. I didn't really see what the hell it was. All right. So let me go to my downloads because I just added these. And let me show you guys what you end up with. Okay, if this thing will actually show it to me. I don't know where the hell these damn videos went to. Hold on. I'm doing this stuff on the fly. There we go. Here we go. Here's a movie. So I can at least show you guys some of these freaking movies. Where the hell did that damn video go? Sorry about this. It's all right. Forget it. You guys are about to see something a little freaky. You guys are about to see something a little freaky because this thing is tripping. So I'm just going to show you guys my window. Hold on one second. Let's see if it's Apple is being a little weird. Hold on, let me add this. I got a whole separate window just for these videos. This thing is driving me nuts. Tell you what. One more second. I'm going to try this one more time to get you guys this video. If it doesn't work, then I have to come back. Tell you what, forget it. We'll just focus on this. We will focus on this. So, excuse my spelling. Now, I know you're not actually in Seattle, but this is all you have to do is just get a simple business license. All you need is a simple business license. And then you are ready to rock and roll, because they don't have, this is pay. They don't have anything set up for what we do. So what you actually have to do is you could just go on up there and tell them that you want a business license. There we go. Business license. So you only go on up there and you ask them for a business license. Are you guys seeing this? Let me see. Sorry about that. So you go up there, you apply for your business license. It shouldn't be much. It's just a few bucks. Here it is. Let me drop the link. And I know you're not in Seattle. This is just an example, but you just go down to your local tax office, and you just tell them you need a business license, and they say, what's it for? And then all you have to do is just tell them it's just for simple maintenance on items. They don't have anything specific for ice machine cleaning. They don't have anything specific for ice machine repair. It doesn't exist. It does not exist to them. See? So you don't even have to go there. You just fill this thing out online. Go and fill the thing out online, and they're going to give you your license, and you call it a day. And that's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. There's no union when it comes to appliances. There's none of that. They have no idea what the hell appliances is. Department of Labor for additional license. Oh, yeah. But see, I'm messing with the residential. I am not messing with the residential. I'm done. I'm really over residential. I still do Blue Star occasionally. I do La Conch occasionally for a few customers, La Coronue for a few customers. And that's about it. Everything else, if it's a residential appliance, it has to be in an office setting. It'll be like the executive suite, that type of thing. So, brother, just let me know let me know what else you guys have any interest in. Because we can do, I know the health department thing is the all-time favorite of you guys, but we still got plenty more to go over. All right. Decipher, sure. But what do you, they said they want you to do additional for residential, additional licensing. Tell you what, you have my Instagram information. Send me whatever this is that they have in question to the Instagram, and then we could look that up. And then I look that over and then get that to you. Because if there's anything that they want for residential, it's usually some kind of insurance. Because there isn't anything for residential, because you're not dealing with plumbing, you're not dealing with electrical wiring in the house, that type of thing. So once they find that out, that you're not doing any of those things, they typically can care less. It's just right now they're kind of vague. They don't know if you're actually dealing with pool equipment at the house, all that. They consider that appliances, the pumps for pools and whatnot. So it is nuts. It is nuts. And so I'd rather not deal with that kind of stuff anymore. But let me show you guys this other thing. I will drop. Let's see here what I can do to show you guys, because I really want to show you this, because you can. I don't know if anybody's seen the Stolting classes I've taken. So I got some clients that have Stolting in all their locations. And being that they have Stolting in all their locations, now I end up with almost a dozen of these freaking machines. Yeah, Instagram is fine. So let me see here. And why this thing is tripping, I have no idea. Always while I'm live, does this thing act up. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. So we're gonna do this. But while I'm pulling this stuff up, don't hesitate to ask. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry about that. This is about doors. Let me find another one. Enjoy the video while I look up this other one. In case you guys ever wanted to know, this is what it's like when you're trying to take the door off of a under-counter refrigerator. These I got a bunch of videos saved up for another time. I actually have to take a chisel. Here we go. Sorry about that. I can go back to it. I actually have to take a chisel to get the door hinge out. If you guys have never done one, it's fun. I wouldn't suggest doing one without a chisel. Found them. All right, I found the videos. Now, this is a Stolting. The customer has a lot of problems because they don't know how to clean. So I'm in talking with the restaurant chain on actually doing myself on all of these videos. So let me show you another one. Hopefully this is longer. So what I end up having to do is test the unit with just water. So this is what I do for everybody is that I'll take videos, and so I'll send it to whatever corporate entity needs to see it. What I just rub with the O-ring, with the gasket that goes around the door that keeps liquid from leaking out. And so I'm showing with this paper towel that there is no lubricant on the door. There's no lubricant on there. And therefore, that's why the customer is having a lot of the mix come out. So now what I have to do is I have to go out there and I'm going to have to tear these apart. And this is another thing that was causing them to leak. Sorry for the zooming in. That, what you're seeing there are seeds. And so I eventually had to just take it apart. I had to take them apart and clean out all the freaking seeds. Yeah, this video is almost over with. I had to take out all the seeds. It doesn't seem like much, but those seeds prevented that unit from sealing, and it allowed all of that liquid to leak out. Now I don't have the most important. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is me fixing the thermostat on an ice machine for the same thing. Let me see what else I can get for you guys. Just testing the unit. So what I typically do is that I will give video proof of what the problem is and that the unit is now working after I'm done. All right. So those are all things that you can do. You can actually send those videos. You could do like what I'm doing, and you could take the videos, you could upload it to YouTube, you can make the video private, send the link to the customer, and then the customer can open up that link and nobody else can see it. So those are some things that I like to do for my clients. All right. So let's see here. Let us go to because you guys, anybody got any interest in laundry? Oh yeah. Hold on a second. I was going over to Pentair. So anyway, so back to Pentair, and then we can go over some of the other stuff. But this here is the reason why the email that I gave earlier in the chat says Pentair and not Manitowoc, because Pentair now owns Manitowoc. So all of these things are all Pentair related, including Manitowoc ice machines. All right, so let's see here. Oh yeah. One second before I go back to that. Now, oh, you guys didn't even see that. I'm sorry, you guys didn't even see this. Hold on one second. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Why are you guys not seeing this? Sometimes this thing gets stuck. There we go. I have no idea why this thing is getting stuck on me and not showing you guys what I'm seeing from time to time. But here it is. This is what I was trying to show you guys, is that Pentair is handling a lot of things. One thing before I get off of that is when you're dealing with ice machines, you also are going to deal with the filters. So if you're not aware of that, There's a lot of money in filters. I've shown you guys on a couple other videos. The matter of fact, it was Pentair filtration, just like that. You guys see the cost of the filters. You can actually, your business can actually just be ice machine cleaning and filters, and you would do in the mid six figures. We're just doing ice machine cleaning and filters. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take water samples. I wouldn't even mess around. I would just go ahead and do water samples. They will do the water samples for you for free. And what they do is they'll give you a, let me see if I can, let me see here, water kit. And when you guys go to class, this is something you need to bring up to them. So they will send you out, here it is. They will send you out a sample kit. That's for pools. And what you do is you will fill up that little kit or whatever water is there. You'll send the kit over to them. They will test the water and they will come back with what filters you need in order to have an ice machine run without problems. In order to get I got that coming up for you. In order to get a boiler to work without problems. That's what they do. Right. So on the laundry, you got a lot of Speed Queen and you got a lot of Dexter coming up. Right. So where are you at? What state are you in? Because I'm gonna blow through this real quick because these two I'm gonna do on the short videos. Just put a 1 in the chat if the short videos are working for you guys, and put a 2 if they're a nuisance to get like 1,000,001 notifications from me. So you got El Paso, which I doubt you're going to be in El Paso. El Paso is coming up. That is the 12th of September, 14th. So that's Golden, Colorado. You got your Dexter classes coming up. September 19th, Virginia. I have no idea where Sandston is. So that's going to be at the DoubleTree. On the 21st in Raleigh. Let me see what you guys got going on in the chat. Oh, St. Louis. Okay. All right. Raleigh, Cerritos, California in October. And just keep in mind, all right, Hayward, California, October 5th. You do not need to attend any of the laundry classes to be able to work on the equipment. Portland, Oregon, that is October 10th. Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. All right, Phoenix, Arizona, October 12th. Garland, Texas, that's close to me. That's over by Dallas, October 17th. Jamaica, New York. Gold Coin Foundry, October 18th and the 19th. You only need to go one day. Here's mine, which is Scott's Equipment. I'm not going this year. I don't need to. All West, that's for you Canadians in Alberta. Saskatchewan, October. Marietta is November. So you don't have anything coming up in St. Louis. Now, let me go to Speed Queen. Speed Queen's got some stuff coming up. And to be honest with you, for St. Louis, yeah, you're probably going to have to go to some of the stuff downstate Illinois on some of the stuff for St. Louis. But I'm pretty sure I told you like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, who you had to call for your area. I'm pretty sure I did. I found somebody in St. Louis, and you're supposed to, matter of fact, all right, that'll work. Matter of fact, I did give you the information. So I told you have to call them. You have to call that distributor in St. Louis because I don't think they had anything out right now. Let me go down here to events. Now, Speed Queen is kind of being a pain. Let me see if I can find anything. All right, we'll go to Speed Queen events and let's see what we can find. Let us see what we can find. Okay, you guys follow with me. Yeah, yeah, I know, but all right, you actually have a Speed Queen distributor in St. Louis. You have one in St. Louis. We talked about this company. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show them to you right now because they are. I have the information in my. I have the information in my emails on Speed Queen. Dexter is a lot easier to find than Speed Queen. Hold on. All right, St. Louis. And just like that, here you go. Hold on 1 second. That isn't the distributor. Here you go. You gotta go through. Let me see if it's gonna show me a distributor. Oh, this is Houston. This what I ended up having to do is I went to Google. I went to Google and I just put in Speed Queen distributor. Hold on. Here we go. Let me see. You see how it's highlighted? I did this for you before. Yeah, I know. Sometimes these guys will say that they don't offer the training. That's bull. They do. They do. They're obligated to hold the training. So RJ Cool, I'm pretty sure that's who you called, right? You called this RJ Cool before, right? And so in here, yeah, they say they service Hilton and Marriott. There's all the people that have their equipment. Here it is, said plain as day. Plain as day, it says, we host service schools each fall. Right there. We hold service schools each fall. All right, factory train, schedule service call. Let's see here what they got. So each fall they have the class. So stay on the lookout. And there's your St. Louis. Stay on the lookout because I have the Speed Queen list. The list of the individual cities is coming. It's coming. Your stuff hasn't hit yet. This stuff normally doesn't start to hit until November, December. And stuff normally doesn't hit till much later in the year. But as you can see right here, they have service schools. And I am fairly certain this is who you call because I gave I'm pretty sure that they have for Speed Queen. Let's see. I am fairly certain. Like I said, that is going to come out. Okay, Speed Queen, Speed Queen, Speed Queen. And I have, and don't hesitate to give Speed Queen a call. That's the other thing. You have to stay in contact with the manufacturer. The manufacturer knows all. So never hesitate to give those people a phone call. Because you know what? I have that in, let's go to Planet Laundry. I'm messing around with this. Let's go to Planet Laundry. Yes, there is a whole world of publications just for commercial appliances. So you have laundry. That's all they do. They got podcasts and videos and all that kind of stuff. Magazines, because these are billion-dollar industries. In not a commercial as a whole, just the individual segments. Laundry by itself is multi-billion dollar. So here's current issue, fair use. We're going to go into Planet Laundry. I'm already subscribed. Back off. I actually haven't even seen this month's magazine yet. And so you can follow along. Hey, Jacob. Hey, how's it going there? 63 Impala, what's happening? And there's a link to the magazine so you can follow along. Yeah, everything is good, man. Thank you. Family is good. Family is good. I appreciate it. How's yours? Imperial. All right. Okay. If they are out, is Robert Shaw, not Ferguson. Robert Shaw. Yeah, Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw is the one who made it in the first damn place. Robert Shaw is the number one. So let me dive into Planet Laundry real quick, and then we'll get to Imperial. So I'm glad you brought that up. So let's go to Imperial. And in the end, near the end of the magazine, they're going to have, and there's like about six different magazines for laundry. And in there, in at least two of the magazines, they're going to have the classes. What was that? There's a lot of laundry units that are finally getting set up in my area. They had been on hold for about a year and a half. The buildings were already done. They had already let me make sure you guys can see this. The buildings were already done. The trenches were already laid. The ventilation was already done for the dryers. All that stuff was done. The place is set vacant for like a year. And I drove by yesterday and I saw that they had the they weren't open yet, but the laundry, at least two or three of them, they were full. They had equipment in there. So in these magazines, this is the financing for the equipment, the credit card readers, the whole nine. Do yourself a favor. Do not buy used laundry equipment if you're trying to do a freaking laundromat. If you want to go ahead and wash sheets and tablecloths and stuff like that for a couple of your restaurants that you take care of, okay, fine. But if you're trying to do something else like that, like a laundry service for like washing people's, no. I would not advise it. I would not advise it. That's the number one thing guys always tell me. Oh man, yeah. We'll just go ahead and buy some used stuff. I'm like, no, man, it never works because you never have enough time. You never have enough time. Oh, they don't have it. Shoot. Oh, shoot. That's Laundry Lux. Damn it. All right, now since I'm here, they don't have anything. They don't have anything. So there's nothing with Laundry Lux. Speed Queen has a bunch of stuff coming up. And I mean a bunch of stuff. A ton. All right. So access to the food service group for parts. Now, Jacob, what do you mean to the food service group? There is no such thing as a food service group. There's no thing. That's not a thing. Oh, sure. Yeah, there's no need to catch up. I just been the notifications on my videos come out. They take forever. They take forever. 63 Impala. That is so true. Usually the people that own laundromats work on the equipment. And Mel, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. You thank you. Thank you so much. Hold on 1 second. Let me throw this up. Hold on. I do appreciate you. You and Mel. Mel and Frank. Those are my two biggest sponsors. They make this possible. They make this possible. So 63 Impala. Outside of installing a unit, there is no future in providing service to a laundromat. Zero, zilch, which is why you've never seen me with a video going into a laundromat and saying, hey, look, there's plenty of money to make at a laundromat. Like Mike Sneed said, hey man, if you're downing out and something like that, and you need to get some money, you can always go to a laundromat and fix up some busted stuff. But that's all that poor man hustling stuff. None of you guys are going to be in that type of situation. Let's just be real. But most laundromat owners, they know how to work on their equipment. Do they have the tools to work on it? No. But they know how to. They have access to the parts. And speaking of access to the parts, I want to go for Jacob stuff. All right. So Imperial, this is what you're going to need to do. As long as you have the model and serial number. Oh, let me go here. As long as you got the model and serial number, this is what you need. This is who you want to go to. I hope this thing doesn't put up some large garbage thing. Oh, hold on, you guys. Hold on. I got the thank you thing still up. That's why. There it is. Now let me take Jacob's comment down. This is all points. This is all points. So you can go to all points. You can actually go to you can actually go to Imperial themselves. Now, to bounce back and forth, all right, on appliance videos, yes. Hotels, good money with laundry. Assisted living, great money. Great money. Because they're getting $5,000 a patient, not a patient, the person that is there in the assisted living, and they have to have it. So the state comes in to check on the equipment, the health department, all that kind of stuff. So you can't have people in dirty sheets, and it's really expensive to send out to have the sheets cleaned. So yeah, assisted living for everything. So you go into, hey, give me some. Sounds like you need a valve. So what is it that you're looking for on Imperial? What is it that you're looking for on Imperial? Put it in the chat. What is it that you're looking for on Imperial? Let me see here. And then we can always go to so it sounds like you do need a valve. Yeah, oh yeah, Parkstown does have all this stuff. This is all points. All the parts FPS is all points. That is all points. So like I told you guys time and time again, contact all points. Matter of fact, it is time for show and tell. You guys did this to me. It's time for show and tell. So here you go. Here is the a griddle. You didn't say what you wanted, and you didn't say what was up when you put in the message. So here's the thermostat. Right. This is, if we zoom in, it's going to say Robert Shaw. It's going to say Robert Shaw on the thing. Let me see if I can get it. 99, well, not 99. I'll say 90% of these thermostats are going to be Robert Shaw. 90%. That's who make them. They used to actually be made in Illinois, where I'm from. So all you need is the let's see here what you got going on. All right, Saul, what's happening? Salty. Thanks. Nice to have you here, brother. Nice to have you here. I appreciate you hanging out. Brother Saul. Hey man, I was just about to do a I was just about to run out and do a show and tell. Because I have somebody here that was interested in parts. But here you go, man. This is a part for an Imperial. Now, you didn't say what it was, if it's gas or electric. Chances are it's gas. You're looking for a Robert Shaw. It sounded like you were looking for a Robert Shaw thermostat. But All Points. All Points is who you want. I would say go with them. You can always go with Parstown. I hate Parstown. But there are a lot more out there than this. This will be a lot easier. Hold on. All Points Imperial oven thermostat. Because they got billions of dollars tied up into this damn system, but it's still a pain in the you know what to use. So I hope you're looking at this, man. Here is Imperial thermostat. Here is the damn thermostat. Oh, this is a different style. $407. Let me make sure you guys can see. Let me come back. So that says $407, but All Points will probably have it for a lot cheaper. So yeah, this is typical. This is the typical looking Imperial oven thermostat. Now, I wonder if he's still here. Jacob, man, let me know if you're still here. Because if you're still here, I got some advice for you on this one. By the time you finish tearing down this oven to get to this thermostat, I advise you to change the thermocouple for this thing too. Because you gotta do a lot of work to get this freaking valve out. Man, it is not fun. It is not fun to take this out, which is probably why they went and probably tried to get a hold of you. All right. Imperial oven. And the other thing you need to know about this, and I believe that everything with this is going to be counter. So it's not going to be like American standard. It's going to be like a metric, and it's going to go backwards, which is also why it's different than everybody else's. Even though it's an American company, I guess they sell a lot overseas. So I think Imperial and US Range, those are the two that give you the biggest pain when it comes to this kind of stuff. And let me make sure you guys are seeing me and seeing this. So once again, there is no association. There is no friendship in commercial anything. There's no union. There's none of that. We got Safesa and you got Nate. Other than that, commercial is a solitary business. Everybody is on their own. Everybody is on their own. There is no real friendship in this game. As you see, you can look far and wide and you will find no one else telling you any information about this business. I'm the only one willing to do it. See? So just keep in mind you got Partstown, you got All Points. Those are your two major part suppliers. There were a good like 30, 40 suppliers, but it's all been distilled down to two. It's been distilled down to two. There was Heritage and a whole bunch of others, but they've all been bought up by Partstown. Hold on one second. I have to cough. Give me 1 second. So I am going to let me show you guys another video. Or I'm actually going to go back over an old video while I go ahead and grab my stuff for show and tell. And so, man, thanks for coming by. So All Points is the one that still has an old school paper catalog. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. Okay. So, all right, they still have an old school catalog. There is no association. Let me give you the phone number for All Points. It's an 800 number. There it is. Let me see here. Open link. Hey, Saul, are you still there? I am running kind of long on this channel today. I only came up to give you guys some quick information and to go over this kind of stuff real quick. But I'm glad you guys have your questions. So, All Points. This is the information for All Points. They have the parts that you're looking for. I don't care if it's Imperial, American range, all that kind of stuff. When it comes to some of the lesser brands, you get those parts from them directly. Let me give you let me copy this link and I'm gonna put it in there for you. All right. All right, and this number here, this is for Partstown. So that's All Points. And this one here is Partstown. That's Partstown number. You can give them a call. All you have to do is give them the model and the serial number of whatever you're working on, and they will do the parts research for you. Because that is what is just distilled down to, is just those. Just those. So go ahead and hit me with whatever else you got. But what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to give you, it's going to be a bunch of, since nobody put it in the chat, there's going to be a bunch of smaller videos with the training dates. I already hit you with the ones that are coming up within the next week, but the ones that are a little further out, that's when I'll give you some smaller 1 or 2 minute videos on those. Okay. All right. And with that, unless you guys have any other questions, because I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. If you guys don't have any other questions, I am going to begin to wrap this thing up. I'll probably do one tomorrow just with the industry news on all the, because Mel was asking about that with the hotels, with the coffee shops. Like I said, Ziggy's Cafe, Ziggy's. Hold on. Not Ziggy Startups. So it's Ziggy's Coffee. This is Ziggy's Coffee. Let's see if they got one out there in Seattle. My guess is they do. Oh, they don't. They don't have one. Let's see what they got. No, they don't have any in Seattle. They don't have any Ziggy's in Seattle. So, like I said, Ziggy's has, if you have a Ziggy's in your area, they're going to have, let's go back. They're going to have at least 4 pieces of refrigeration in the back, 2 fridges, 2 freezers. Of course, they're going to have their coffee machines. I believe it's La Marzocco's. All right, let me go into this. Let's go into Ziggy's. So they are a low-key competitor. I put them on the same line with PJ's. So they're from Colorado, as you guys can see, from Longmont, Colorado. But they are nothing like nothing like Dunn's Brothers Coffee. So you got Ziggy's. It's a lot of refrigeration work. All right. You have I keep saying Dunn's. I'm sorry. It is Dutch Brothers. Dutch Brothers is a big one. If you've ever seen a line outside of a coffee shop, chances are that coffee shop was Dutch Brothers. The CEO just stepped down. He just retired because they already did a stock offering. They're traded now in the stock market. It was started by 2 brothers. One brother passed away some years ago, and the remaining brother just retired. This is one of the few businesses. They're kind of like Starbucks, but just on caffeine. So you can start out as a barista with Dutch Brothers and work your way up to a manager with like owning interest in that location. And you could be like a 25 or 27-year-old kid making $120,000 a year because you're managing that store. See, they've been around since 92. So it's something I can go into Dutch Brothers a lot more if you guys are interested in more of coffee. They do have an interesting mix of equipment in their locations. So they're typically going to have 2 speed ovens inside each Dutch Brothers. So you're going to have 2 speed ovens. You're going to have about like 1 or 2 pieces of large upright refrigeration, and the rest of it is all under counter. The rest of it is all under counter refrigeration. And they were kind of like, as they're building out, they were kind of just getting whatever they can get their hands on. So it really does vary from place to place. So yeah, they're all, yeah. As you can see, they are all over. It always wants to go. It always wants to go and take you to like where I live. All right, we'll go to Seattle. Right. So up that way, you have plenty of these locations. Now, they are not handling the calls themselves. They are using a third party. And I can give you guys more on this third party company later. All right. So you got that. Yes, they are expanding out there like crazy. They're expanding here too. So you got scooters. Oh, and you got scooters. Hold on a second. Let me show you scooters. So scooters is also one from like this Midwest type area, and they are expanding like crazy. So all of these, for whatever reason, coffee shops are in the news, in the industry news like crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, Omaha. Let's zoom out of that. They're showing us Omaha because that's like where they're from, like that type of region. Now let's see if I can do it. And I know for a fact I heard that scooters was expanding into the West Coast. Let's see, because I know they're out this way. Oh, nothing. But scooters is expanding like crazy here. I'll show you guys Texas then. I'll show you Texas since it wants to act up like this. And scooters is another one. They've got a whole bunch. They've got 2 speed ovens. It's usually going to be Mary Chef. Then they'll have refrigeration. A lot of the refrigeration sometimes is a toaster. It's crazy. See, so here in Texas, they're just throwing them up left and right. I believe they're going to go to about 30 or 40 locations here in Texas. So what they're doing, as you can see, they're doing them. This is a highway. It's like Highway 6, I believe, but they're doing them in a line so it's easier for distribution. Oh, that's 90. That should be Highway 90 that they're going up. All right, let me see if I got any questions because I've been diving onto this map. All right. So, like I said, I want to try to sum this up, but I'll do one tomorrow. I'll do one tomorrow. What time tomorrow will work for you guys? And that way I'll give you guys the industry news and stuff like that. Just watching, taking your notes, huh? All right. All right. Let me see if this video works.
Manny?
Okay. I'm going to be playing around with some sound and some video and stuff like that.
Everyone!
I'm going to have some information for everybody. I'll have some stuff for y'all. I'm going to have some stuff for y'all probably tomorrow. All right. So once again, I want to thank everybody who came by. I'm playing around with some video and some stuff like that. I'm going to get a soundboard and all that other good stuff. But with that, I'll see you guys on the next one. And thank you all for the donations. Thank you, Mel.